Hello guys, it's Rjay. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and drop a comment if you love this content. Today is for beat breakdown. I'm going to be showing you a step-by-step process of how I made the beat, the instrumental for Baba Fela by Mr. Rjay. Please come with me. You're going to love this.
RJ, record.
Alright, so I don't want this video to be too long, so I'll be very fast in showing this breakdown. So for the drums, this is what we have: a steady kick, and then the snare, like a clap, additional snares. That's like an off time rim, extra percussions, like a block sound, you know. Extra percussions. This is another snare. So I just export my drums to WAV files to make it easier for me to play with things around here. So then this is a rim with reverb. Then I added this clef too. What it sounds like alone. Notice it's like delayed, so sounds like this. And I play the same thing with the conga. Other shakers. At this point, it was already sounding nice and groovy, so I was just adding more percussions. It's like a wood block extra. Yeah, just to make the drums full. Yeah, so more congas. This one sounds like this. Together with the beat sounds like this. Nice. And then I added more shakers, more percussions. Yeah, this sounds like this. Just little percussions here and there, just makes it full and nice. And I added this additional snare too. So it was like every 4 bars. Yes, that's small. So yeah, when doing things like this, I just use my ears to create that bounce anywhere I think it works, you know, with the right sounds. So as you're probably creating, you're probably hearing some things in your head like, I want this to sound, I need, you know, those things in your head. So you just, you know, use what you have to bring them to life. You know? And then I added this shaker, a popular shaker, and then it sounds like this. So at this point now, the drums were fine. I was satisfied. So went on to add the instruments, and first sound was this Nollywood string.
A town hall different from bad.
Yeah. You know when Patience Osoko is about to go and put something evil inside somebody's food. Yeah, that kind of sound. So I added it, and it sounds like this. Okay, so that sound is from Omnisphere. It's an Omnisphere sound, voice choir and solos wheel. I combined it with a string machine from Korg M1, and that's what we have like this. That's when I was like, oh yeah, it's going, sounding good, sounding great, sounding good. And then I added this vocal as well. It goes like this. Nice, and it sounds like this. introduce this riser as well every 4 bars to just create that. Welcome to the next part of the song. And of course, something has to drop it, so I added this guy. So it sounds like this. Yeah, that kind of drop. So at this point, I liked what I was doing and I was feeling it. I added this sound then as well, just to give it that bounce. This is like the first thing I played, I think, before I even started the drums. Steel harp from Kogemon, and I supported it with a Tron flute from FM8. Yeah, and it sounds like this with everything. Nice. So the bass is an 808. Sounds like this. A bit distorted and off, detuned a bit, but I just love the effect it gave it, so I loved it. It sounded good. And then I moved on to find the signature. Yeah, Mr. Rjay suggested that we get something that just, people can use to just know that, oh, this is the song. And then I started playing with sounds, and I came across this guy from Serum, and that's what I played, and got this sound after playing for some time. And that became the signature. So when I played this, there's a sound from Serum. The name is PL Sneakers, Block Sneakers. Yeah, shout out to Serum. And when I played it for him, he liked it, and I said, okay, yeah, we have a signature sound, and it sounded like this with everything at that time. So as at this point, we're like, oh, nice, something is good. I like the flow, I like the loop, I like the bounce. So it was just to, arrange here, switch it up here, transition it here, tweak here a bit, and that. So that was all I did for every other part. So for the chorus, I switched up that sound to sound like this. So from the verse to the chorus, you hear it switch like this, if you paid attention. And to further emphasize that part at the chorus, I played a flute from the same Serum. Sounds like this. The sound from Serum. SQ Tomato. A weird sound, but I made it sound good. And then it sounds like this. So at this point I was good, and every other thing was additions based on his vibe and what he was saying and vibing at that point. Yeah, but this was the main structure. For the intro, I just to make it better and more suspenseful, I added the flute at the intro that sounds like this. So it's just a straight flute, if you notice, and playing that with, and I added this to a vocal sample from what's it called? This is just vocal samples. So I pitched it up to sound like this. Yeah, I know that should sound familiar. And I also did the same with this guy. Woo! So I played around with it and I got this for the intro.
A downhole different from ballad.
Exactly. I started introducing the other sounds little by little, and then for the parts before the verse, he suggested that we add something like a Fela line, Fela kind of vibe. He suggested that sound. I'm like, okay, let's try it out. And I played this bass line. So he hummed it with his mouth. I'm like, okay, let's try it. And I played it with this bass, and it sounded good. And then putting this inside the beat, after the drop, it sounded like this. Bass. Exactly. and then I complemented that with a piano. Exactly. So at this point, arrangement wise, we're good. It was just roles, feelings, extra effects, and all that. And some of them I'll just show you quickly so I don't take too much time. Like the talking drum we have in the chorus that sounded like this. Um, yeah, we have talking drums at different places. Sounds like this. And that she get. Exactly. So those kind of feels is what I did at the chorus to make it more interesting. Exactly. So another interesting thing I think is the rules I added at the beginning sound like this. Exactly. So I use Kashmir sounds. That's what it sounds like. Yeah, I played around with the snares and this guy. Very lovely for transitions. And it sounded like this. It sounded really good. And the boom, the sound. Exactly. Exactly. So that's it basically. The rest are just risers, rules here and there. Then towards the end, I played around with because he said he was done singing at some point. So I'm like, what again now? I just said, okay, let me play around with the trumpet sound since we started vibing on the Fela thing. So I played around with the sound, and this is what came out of it. Interesting, really. And that is basically the breakdown of Baba Fela by Mr. Real, featuring Zlatan and Nikon. Please, if you like this and want more of this, please um, drop a like and comment, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Allah.